So my wife bought me, as a surprise, Street Fighter 5. And even though I tend to wait because I am a Capcom fan and I'm a Street Fighter fan, I know to wait by this time. I mean, how many Street Fighter 2s did we have growing up?
17.
So, yeah, so I usually wait, but she knew I wanted to play it, and I was really excited. I was like, okay, and it was basically a late Valentine's Day gift. So I pop it into my PS4, and I was quite disappointed. I had heard some people complaining about certain things, especially the online connectivity on launch day. And that didn't bother me because I thought, all right, I don't really play online. I don't play Street Fighter to play competitively. I'm not interested in playing against strangers across the globe. I would rather do, couch battles, or I would do arcade mode. So I went straight to the arcade mode, and there is no arcade mode.
Nope.
No arcade mode whatsoever. Okay, so I thought, all right, I'm going to go straight to the story then, because there was a story there, and I figured that is what is there in place of arcade mode. And I went straight to my favorite character, Cammy, hop in there, get greeted with some not so great artwork, still images instead of full cutscenes. Okay, I can deal with that, fine. Get into my first fight? Yeah. Get into my second fight? All right. Third fight? Yeah, cool. End of story. It took me about 7 minutes, I want to say, 7 to 8 minutes to beat her story.
You're kidding me.
I'm looking at the roster, and there are 16 characters in the game. And I figure, okay, maybe they all have about 4 fights. No, some other characters only have like 3. So I averaged it out, and it looks like you can beat all of the 16 characters' stories. They all have separate stories. Collectively, it'll take you between an hour to maybe 96 minutes. Yeah.
So essentially, this is shareware.
It's incredibly short. Now, there's a survival mode, and survival mode is another replacement for arcade mode, and it's kind of cool. This footage that is playing while we're talking is me playing easy survival as Cammy. Because I'm not great at Street Fighter. I love the game, I love the franchise, but I'm terrible at fighting games. But anyway, survival mode, you fight 10 fighters, but just to show how lazy this is, when you play a regular arcade mode for Street Fighter, even in Street Fighter 4, you fight multiple characters, and with each character, the setting changes. You're in a factory, and then you're in the streets of Hong Kong, and then you're in a jungle. There are 2 settings. You fight 5 enemies in one setting, and then 5 in another.
Shareware.
So I decided to go and try the online mode, and I can't. I'm given options to either pay for PlayStation Plus, or I can try PlayStation Plus for 2 days. I refuse to pay for online play, especially after switching from Xbox 360 to PC. On PC, I don't pay any extra fees, so I refuse to pay those extra fees to play on a console. So the meat of the game is for me to play strangers online, and I have to pay to do that on top of the $60 that my wife just spent on this game. Now we're gonna have to dump another $50 just to play online.
Sounds like Battlefront to me.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And I'm like, I could forgive it if it had other stuff. Well, here's the thing. Other stuff is there, but not until March. I went looking for trials. Trials are there, but not until March. Challenges are there, but not until March. More story content is supposed to be coming for free, but trickled out starting in March. So I'm thinking to myself, why didn't they just wait until March? Because now, on top of the 6 gig first day update I had to download, I'm sure I'm going to be downloading dozens more gigs to have the features that should be on the damn disc on day 1. I'm getting so flustered over this. It has very little content compared to the vanilla Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4, the vanilla version, had more content than this. And let's go.
And more fighters.
More fighters, and let's go even further back. Let's go a little over 10 years to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, another Capcom fighting game, and there's like 40-something characters. in that game. And it just stinks because, again, my wife didn't know about this, and, I'm still enjoying the game. The game looks gorgeous, plays very smooth. I definitely notice a difference, gameplay-wise, from this versus Street Fighter 4. This handles much more smoother, and I still enjoy the gameplay, and I still like the way the game looks and everything, and I'm glad that we're getting all these updates eventually, but at the same time, it's like, what better reason to just sit and wait for the inevitable holiday release of Super Street Fighter 5, Hyper Mega Game of the Year Edition, which is going to have all the patches, and it's going to have all the balancing, and it's going to have all these extra modes, characters, costumes, and all that other stuff. One of the other things I noticed is that after you play through story and then you play through survival as a specific character, you level that character up, that specific character, and you earn these like fight points, and the fighting points are supposed to be used to purchase things that are going to be released later, starting in March. Costumes, characters, and stuff like that. But let's be brutally honest here. You know what's going to happen. It's going to be like, Cammy alternate outfit number 4 will cost either $5 in cash or 15,000 fighting points. Something like that. You know that's going to happen. So the whole thing of earning these power points, fighting points, whatever the hell you want to call it, it's completely pointless to me. It's a complete waste to me. I don't know. There's stuff about the game I really like, but then just the execution and the very blatant DLC microtransaction plan that's right there in front of your face just turns you off so much, and it just sucks. I wish that they would have just put out a complete game with an arcade mode, with a substantial story mode, and not focus so much on the online play. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one. I'm enjoying the gameplay, but at the same time, I just kind of feel dirty while playing it.
Me personally, I'm not a very big fighting game fan. I mean, besides maybe the early 16-bit stuff and everything, but it just seems to me that Capcom is going the route that every single other game publisher is going, giving you less for the same price, and then later on releasing the good stuff, the good modes, for more money.
It feels very bare bones. The people that are reviewing this game and calling it incomplete, there is no exaggeration. The blueprint for a really great, robust fighting game is there. The graphics are there. The gameplay is definitely there. But the modes and the options are most certainly not.